Hello, coconuts, and welcome to another session of An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight game. My name is Mal. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I will be playing the director. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our characters in the one true alphabetical order.
Oh, that's never going to get old. We could do this for years through many campaigns of everything.
This
There
bit
will
will be the
always
death
be
of me.
one true alphabetical order. Hi, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I play Winifred or Nif, pronouns she, her. Their transcended form is Concordia, pronouns they, them. And I am playing the Harmony.
Hello, everyone. According to the true alphabetical order of CED, I am L, pronouns they, them, and I will be playing Cary Milan Evander Lyall, aka Lykos, pronouns they, them in both forms. They are using the Outsider playbook.
I'm Dozens, pronounced he, they. I will be playing girl scientist and time traveler Janus Quinn, she, her, otherwise known as Cronos, it's.
Hello, friends. My name is Siliqui Jaden. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I use they, them pronouns. I'll be playing the unlikely hero, Calliope Rodrigues, she, her pronouns, and Verdade, they, them pronouns. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat. You can click on that. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us today for An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. We stream this game most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, on most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play set in Mal's homebrew world. Most Mondays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we stream It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our Montecook Games Cypher System actual play. We collaboratively built the world together using I'm Sorry, Did You Say Street Magic, and that world building session will be a Patreon exclusive. We also record an audiocast after show for each of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps and debrief from the game. You can listen to these for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. All of these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Speaking of Patreon, if you're not a paid patron, please consider signing up. Our lowest tier starts at $1 and it unlocks all of our Patreon exclusive content, including the world building session for It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. And know that we appreciate all of your support, even if you're a free patron, because that helps us continue to do what we're doing as well. So thank you. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so that we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities. However, holidays are coming, so this will be our last stream of 2024. We should be back to our normal streaming schedule on January 5th, 2025. In support of a free Palestine, we will be sharing the GoFundMes for various families. The first family we want to help is the Masood family. Dahlia and her husband Rami and their 4 children are in great need. Dahlia and Rami worked as pharmacists but have since lost their home and pharmacy. Their goal is currently set at 50,000 euros, and they have raised 39,194 euros as of this afternoon. Any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat and is also in our link tree. 2024 has been a wild ride. We here at Lantern Light Adventures just want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us this year while we do this funny little hobby we all share. We wish you and yours the happiest of holidays and the most amazing new year. And remember, in the midst of so much darkness in the world, you can always follow the lantern light to your friends here. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you so much for those announcements. Without further ado, let's get into it. Cronos, Verdade, and Concordia stand on the precipice above a raging battle, but they do not look like the forms they take on with our heroes. They are older and worn and armed for war. The sky is darkened and filled with smoke. The ground in which the soldiers clash and fall is inscrutable, and ever-changing gullies and hills roll and retract as the fighting continues. In the far distance stands a massive figure of pure light, her hair long and flowing, a conduit that is the gate between the dreaming and the dreamers. This is their last stand, and these 3 know it. In order to win the war, they must risk everything. Concordia holds the glistening core between her two halves, water and earth. Verdade takes a crescent moon amulet and hands it to Cronos. No words are exchanged. They already planned all of this. Cronos blinks away briefly, but returns without the amulet. Verdade looks out on the battlefield. A tear rolls down their face. They step towards Concordia and touch the core. Light stretches to the furthest reaches of the battlefield and then retracts into the form that you know as Caixeria 22, Kai, the Ark of the Dissenters. The battlefield goes quiet. Where there was once two factions at war, there is now one. The conduit shifts her gaze ever so slightly to Kai. The coconuts are fresh off their mission to retrieve the glistening core. After taking a camping trip up to the mountains, you managed to be found worthy by the glistening core, proving that you would use this tool the way it was intended to stop this, to bring peace. But that's not where we are right now. As always, obligation calls, and it is finals week at UC Santa Marta. The campus it feels lively and a buzz, but no one is speaking to each other. Everyone is in their own little world. The library is full. Every little place is filled with students, with books spread out, papers shuffling, people typing away on their laptops. There is all sorts of free pizza around campus. There is pancake socials for people who just need a break. Whoever wants to go first can go first, but obligation calls you this finals week. Tell me how that happens. What are you doing this finals week?
Janus is hitting the books, and Janus has, yes, just like that. You're exactly right.
Damn, these books got
sometimes Cary just takes over L, because that was a very Cary response. You mean hitting the books, Janus?
I see what you mean. Are you hitting them open palm or with your fist?
Are we committing violence against the books?
I can commit violence. I'm quite good at it.
Janus has to deal with that, and I think Janus has this like really elaborate method for cramming on finals week. She's like, okay, like you have to get like, she's a special like hydration regimen, and like she'll only study like in like her comfiest clothes, and like in certain places. Has like a very detailed like flashcard system for it all. So she's hitting the books hard.
Okay, let's go ahead and get your obligation roll out of the way and see how this goes.
Let's see how it goes.
So it's the lowest of sun, moon, and stars.
Oh, great. Okay. If I have no dots, is that roll 2 take lowest?
Yes, it is. And also, do you have any harm tags as well?
Yes, thank you. I have 2 level 1 harms. I am splintered and frightened.
All right, so that's going to lower your effect.
Okay.
I don't like this. Can we put it back, Mel?
Put the core back. Just opt. Never mind fate.
I want consequences for me, but not everybody else.
I rolled a 2.
No.
Okay. Well, you can't go lower than that. So.
No.
All right. Let me
Ouch.
see. Where is it? Obligation. All right. So with obligation. Oh yeah, this is just a stress roll. Okay. So this actually is not affected by your things. Only actions are.
Oh,
Okay.
yay.
Okay,
So
cool.
you take 4 stress,
Super.
which is still pretty significant.
Yeah. But I'd say accurate. I think Janus is 4 stressed out over finals.
Yeah. I think the biggest final. So forgive me if I don't remember this, but are you in like Moonflower's actual math class, or is she just the advisor to the clubs you're in?
I don't think I'm in any classes by her.
Okay.
I think she's just like the faculty advisor for our occult club.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, at any rate, you see her and she is in her full professor day. Like you can tell the stress is like wearing on her. Like she has become brown and tweed during this week. Whereas normally she is flowing and purple.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see her and like she barely she's just going from like place to place because on top of the stress of having the final test, you don't go to your normal classroom during finals. And I've never understood this, but this is part of what makes it so bad. Like,
Wait, you don't? That is not how my finals happen.
When
Yeah,
I
most
did-
of my finals were in my actual classes.
oh, maybe
Yeah.
that was just
Occasionally it would be in a different building, but not often.
yeah, because of like scheduling stuff. Like at least at my school, I went to. This is just now me talking, but I went to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette for a year, and yeah, the finals were in like random places because of scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
So-
I definitely had finals in like the gym at the
Yeah.
university.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's just
mine were
You
all in my
and
classes.
300 other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the only one I had in the class was in like the actual classroom was the biology lecture, which was 300 students to begin with. So yeah. Anyway, but you're like, she's clearly going all over the place. Yeah. So you continue to go to all the places to take your finals, wrapping up your things. Yeah, it definitely wears on you. So who else is how else is the finals? So is there anything else like you're doing for all this that's stressful, or do we want to move on to the next person? I mean, it's a pretty straightforward. This is just finals. Like, is there anything particular that's bothering Janice about this?
Maybe that she only takes notes in number 2 pencil because she believes in like practicing for the real setting, right? But for some reason, all of her pencils are keep breaking, and so she's wasting way too much time sharpening and sharpening and sharpening, and then trying to find like the next box of number 2 pencils, and it's driving her absolutely crazy. It's an awful distraction.
Oh my God. There's nowhere for you to sharpen your pencil. You definitely have one of those like little ones you keep in the box with your pencils because that's the only way you can sharpen pencils. No one uses pencils anymore. Who are you?
I use pencils.
No, like I like pencils as well, but like most people do their notes on a computer these days.
I don't like that.
No,
Bad typey.
absolutely. Yeah. So what is the rest of the crew doing for finals?
So I actually decided that Cary has a game plan for finals because Cary was a general. And even though they're not as cutthroat as they used to be, there's a lot of strategy involved in war. And this is ultimately a battle and one that Cary is going to win. So Cary has written out notes and then recorded themselves saying the notes aloud. And they listen to that at their job while they're working. They've like got their AirPods in. It's kind of like a little podcast for them, and they're listening to the notes as they're working.
That's
And it's
actually
also
hella
like
smart.
it's how they work out in the mornings. They're listening to the notes as they're working out. That way they're multitasking.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get your sun, moon, or stars.
All right, let's go, Cary. What is your lowest? Lowest is 1 dot. Wait, total dots, right? Or like
Yeah, it's
skill.
whichever is lowest in that
Yes.
first column.
Yes,
So
yes. 1 dot. Okay, come on, Cary, come on. Roll low, roll low, roll low. Whee. Okay. Middling, it is a 3.
a 3. All right. So you only take 3 stress. The battle plan, I mean, like this is going to be hard on anyone. You have
Yeah.
to condense all the information you have gathered on top of just also being a little hurt from all the things you've had to do. You've gotten,
Cary does have a harm.
yeah, all of you have like, even if you've recovered from harm, like things have been hard for y'all this term. So like you only take 3 stress, which is, that's fine. But
Whenever Cary gets stressed, they start chewing on Janus's pencils. And so it's not helping Janus at all.
I love
I
that.
think we hear like Janus just like screaming in the background. just
Cary.
Cary!
I need tactile.
These are brand new. Why are there teeth marks on them?
I will go back in time and take the pencils out of your mouth.
I
There
gave you
could-
jewelry.
It's chewed to pieces already.
The jewelry.
Does someone
Cary
need a
is like
timeout in the void of time?
Cary is the dog that shreds like every single toy that you get them.
Absolutely.
The jewelry is not on.
Fantastic.
We're just
This
gonna
is
have
also
to really
why-
stock up.
I like
what
the
Janus
taste
is at
of
it for
wood
now.
better anyways. The taste of wood is delicious. It's smoky.
Then go outside and get a stick.
Hell yeah, the taste of
Really?
Oh my god. The
Nev.
Neff. Do you need to be excused? Do you need to
You
go
You
home?
need to
just
go
like-
play with
you-
carrots.
Yes. Oh my god, don't mention carrots.
I guess that brings us to Nif.
So yes, Niff is in the botany area. I think Niff's stuff isn't so much like there's final exams, but also her research project that she's been fucking working on that hasn't been going, but like has been getting better, I think, since the robotics club helped make those carts that can be like wheeled outside and like taken for a walk and gotten some sunshine. And I think Niff has in her very limited spare time has been coming and trying to like bond with these plants as much as possible.
I love that. It almost feels like you're in like an exhausted state at all moments. You're just like, hello, little plants. And you're just,
I have so many big hopes for you. Please don't fuck me over.
Wow, it's just like my parents talking to me.
Yeah, or every teacher I had growing up in elementary school. You have such
Ugh.
potential.
oh my God. Right. Well, God. Anyway,
Oh, wish I had $1 for every time, man.
Oh, yeah.
burnt out gifted kid.
Yeah. So, obligation, I don't need to take into account the harm.
No,
Okay.
because this is just a straight, like it's 6 minus whatever you roll.
Okay. I've been putting I have 2 dots at the first column of each of my things. So I guess I get to roll 2 and take the higher.
Woo!
It's your 2 pretty ones. So that when they fuck me over, I can be even more disappointed. A 6! My rolls were a 5 and a 6!
Yay!
I didn't tell my parents I got married this week.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, the dice definitely reflect that. You just haven't told them yet, and they haven't come to track you down. You know that day is coming. It's
Oh, yeah.
like they're probably waiting for when you have to come home for the holidays.
There will be a fiscal reckoning.
Yes.
but not today, damn it. And
you know they
carrots.
do, your parents do the biggest Christmas shindig, and that day of reckoning's gonna come. But it's not today. For right now, your carrots are doing great. The data is looking good. You got good feedback from your professors. Basically, you're looking to wrap this up and maybe even publish this.
And like our entire text thread is just full of close-ups of like my slides of like these cell slides of like stained carrot cells, and like, you guys look, and like if you compare it to the control, you can see that we're seeing these changes in these structures, and you can see if you look at like everybody is hearing so much about carrots.
Cary comments orange.
Yes, well, the beta carotene. Just, yeah. And also I think like coming back with the core, and then like getting to spend time with Helios, and like the carrot thing is going well, and hey, I may feel like maybe my friends are a little separated from me, but I have my wonderful husband, who is also stressed out of his mind because he also is in, finals crunch. But yeah, that's yay. Oh my God. So did I not take any stress?
You do not take any stress.
Amazing.
Yeah. I think for this role, only if you had level 2 harm. I don't know if you do have level 2 harm. You do? Never mind. Don't worry about it. You already rolled.
I mean, if need be, it was a 6 and a 5. So if you want, I can take like 1 stress from the 5. I feel pretty good about that.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just made a connection and it's fine. I already rolled on it. It's all good. So
no takesies backsies.
No takesies backsies. No. I don't like doing that. I'm like, if I said it, it's fine. We'll let it stand. And, if someone comes at me for not following the rules, they could go somewhere else.
Go to a different game, dudes.
Honestly. So yeah. Callie, what is up with you for finals?
Studying away, I think, in our little library area of our little hideout. And hanging out with the group. And I don't know if this is a time to go back to the end of last session where I texted Cameron, or if that's a later thing.
No, we can do that. The time is kind of immaterial here. Like if we need to go back to that, yeah. Because this is just your obligation. We're going to look into what is the obligation in your life.
All right.
So what is the text you sent?
So yeah, end of last session I texted, so the non-binary thing, ... How did you know? Because why not throw a little gender crisis into the middle of finals week?
Absolutely. I was going to ask if you could roll first, but I don't think this would be affected by that. I think Cameron texts you back and just says, I'm not really sure, but I found out about it at some point, and it was like everything made sense. It felt like I didn't have to be in the boxes that were provided to me.
I'll respond with, I didn't know there were more than 2.
You just get a text back, there are so many. ...
Fascinating. How did your parents take it?
I think you just get a gif of like someone looking exasperated. Like, yeah, I'm just like, oh, like, just like,
LOL. That's expected.
Cam will text back and say, it's always a process. And they are processing.
Well, I guess that's something. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Why do you ask?
Dot, dot, dot. I'll get back to you. How are finals going for you?
Cameron's not in school.
Oh, my bad.
Cameron's doing stuff like
Just doing stuff.
yeah.
All right.
Cameron says, I haven't been in school since I dropped out.
All right. Sorry. I am very distracted currently. There's too many things going on.
Do you need a study buddy?
Study buddy or distraction? Question mark.
Porque no los dos. Like
Yeah, I could use a break.
all right.
Meet
gonna
you
have-
at wherever.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an obligation roll.
Okie dokie. So I have my lowest is 2. So how many
Okay.
dice am I doing? And I only have the level 1 harm.
That's fine. So it's 2 dice, you take the highest.
5.
5.
Woo!
Take 1 stress.
Nice.
As always, it just works out that Janice is the most stressed among us.
It's okay, babe. I got you.
Stop helping me.
But I'm so helpful.
I need to
Cary.
focus. Get out of here.
Cary, chew on this carrot.
Thank you.
Carrie crouched on the table above Janice. I'm helping.
Yeah, Carrie's
Just
kind
I
of
will
totally
help
like
to
feral.
make your boots go faster.
Carrie is like demon bird posed behind Janice. Like, these are fascinating notes.
I get the
We
feeling
shall-
also that there's some like Nif just you get Nif things are going well for Nif, so you keep getting bits of Nif kind of muttering happily about botany stuff in your heads. She just keeps kind of broadcasting to you guys.
Just like it doesn't matter what creative white focused white noise playlist I'm listening to if the distractions are coming from inside my head, Neff.
Ba, 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 carrots, 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 carrots,
gosh.
carrots, carrots.
Niff.
Nif cannot hear you. Nif is in another part of campus doing this.
Nif has her notifications on her phone turned off.
Oh no. I was about to say like you're just getting like angry like X like stop it emojis.
Oh shit. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Which one of you actually gets up the nerve to try and call Nif to tell them to stop?
Janice.
Janice is like, I'm fucking fed up, man.
There are 3 voicemails from Janice.
I think the second Janice is even slightly annoyed, Carrie goes to Nif physically.
Finally a mission.
Yeah, Carrie just like doesn't even matter where Nif is, kicks in the door.
There's a handle. It's not
Winifred.
locked.
We know full name.
Winifred, your songs are disturbing Janice. Keep
The
them in your
songs?
head, not ours.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was on mute.
I will attempt to do better.
I could make you more miserable if you would like.
Would you like to try a carrot? It'll help your eyes. It'll improve your eyesight.
What's
Looks
wrong with
like
my
I can make
eyesight?
you miserable.
Well, no, I mean,
Little carnival.
technically it hasn't been approved for testing on people yet. But, you know, our research just like totally just not even
Winifred,
paying
are you
attention to
trying
yes.
to feed into my complex about not being a person? Because I thought we got over that a couple of days ago, but
I mean, I said it wasn't approved for testing on people yet, but you're my friend, so you get like.
so I'm not a person.
I mean, no, I
No?
just I didn't think you would care about going through all the proper procedures of getting it approved by the FDA.
Who is this FDA?
Oh, Nif is just you've just unlocked like Nif is just gonna go into the whole like history and like everything about food and genetic, engineering of food and um you've got yourself 2 hours of a
Cary does their
hyper-focus.
best to try to steer the conversation into like, why do people think that genetically modified food is harmful? What ignorance is there? And meanwhile, they're just like texting under the table, distracted Nif, quieter.
Nif is like, have you read The Jungle?
No, that's
I
great.
Nif is having a wonderful time with Cary, and I think having somebody there to like actually spew all these, because Nif has been lonely. Nif
Now-
is feeling lonely.
And now Janice's two biggest distractions are like taking care of each other. And Janice is like, finally, it's a little quiet.
Love it. Callie, you're going to study with Cam, and Cam invites you to their favorite coffee shop, the Green Goat Brewing Company. Yeah. And it's a comfy little place. It's got like couches and tables, low lighting, and there's chill music playing, but there's still, a good amount of people and conversation and sound going on. And it's kind of the perfect study environment,
Very cool. Very cool.
They meet you outside and, say, hey, snacks stuff on me. You just worry about studying.
Thanks. Want to help me pick between 200 nearly identical photographs?
I would love nothing more.
Fantastic.
You get a table and y'all are just like got stacks. I feel like you just have like stacks of photos that you are trying to.
I would
Right
have
there.
them all digital.
You'd have
Yeah.
them all digital. Okay.
Yeah, it would be all flipping through an iPad.
Yeah. Then in that case, I think y'all find a nice like couch like off to the side, and
Sweet.
Cam is just like over your shoulder. Oh, that one looks good. And flips that one. Oh, but that one's a little better. Like points to some little thing that you think is a flaw, but Cam sees as like, something, interesting about the photo.
Cool. Got to narrow it down to like 12.
Oh,
So.
12. What are we down to? And you see the favorites album is like 55. Like,
Yeah, that's an improvement. I started with like 300, no joke.
yeah. What does the rest of your time there look like with Cam?
I think we'll just sit here and flip through pictures for a little while and chit chat. I don't think that Callie is going to try to have like any super deep, intense conversations at the moment, just because stressful. Can't handle too many stressors at once.
Yeah, I think at some point you get into like a touch-up flow. Like, with some of the pictures, you're like, oh, I can touch these up. And then like Cam kind of zones out, but it's still like beside you and like slightly leaning, but is on their phone scrolling.
Yeah, I think I'll probably just kind of wrap up. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. Oh my God. I need a break. Yeah, I think I need to pivot into something else and probably head back out, check in with my friends and stuff, make sure things are going well. But Thank you for hanging out and for snacks and stuff.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, it was fun hanging out. We should do it again sometime. Maybe when you're not, as absorbed in work.
Yes, I think next week when finals are over, then we can all hang out. I can introduce you to the crew.
I would love that. And yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. And I will give them a hug and scurry on my way.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Cam will hug you back, and you will go your separate ways. I think as you go, I think Cam just does look over their shoulder. I don't know. It's up to you if you notice or not.
Sorry, say that again.
I think as you go, as you leave the coffee shop and go your separate ways, I think Cam just gives a glance over the shoulder to watch you.
Okay. Cute.
It's up to you if you notice or not.
Probably. I feel like I'm acutely aware.
Okay. But yeah, you go your separate ways. You only take one stress. You manage to get a portfolio done, but you're going to be working on it until the last moment.
Absolutely.
And that's on top of your other classes, which also have tests, but those are pretty easy for you. So, yeah, obligation. It's still finals week. Your downtime is probably still going to take place, is going to be in the midst of this. The downtime activities you choose to take, will be in the midst of all of this. So, but we now move right into downtime activities.
Woo!
Pretty straightforward obligation phase.
Yeah, pretty chill. Good job, gang.
Janus
All
wants to get up on that glistening core.
It sounds dirty.
Like that?
It does. It's not. And I think that this is constantly happening to Janus. She's like, "What? I just want to get. I just really want to get in there.
I just
You
want to
Cary
touch
does
that
work.
pearl of power.
I'm going to probe it deeply. I can't wait to see what comes out of this."
Guy, can I touch your glistening core?
Oh boy.
This is a different kind of game, y'all.
I feel like I'm going through all of the stages of grief simultaneously.
Ooh, just one big brief.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I can't say what I was about to say. I can't legally say it.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah, we're not narcs here.
That it was big brief. You know what else is big?
Well, that's not that bad compared to some of the things that I have said.
Oh man. Yeah. So the glistening core. Kai has found an extra room, and to kind of Kai is not fully aware of the full functions of this crystal, so it's going to take a little bit to it takes you some time to get it set up. I think you and so above the table, we have set this up that this is going to be what has activated your new playset ability, which the Shrine Keepers. This is going to be your Shrine of Eyes, act as kind of surveillance and information. So I'm going to ask, since Janus is taking the initiative on it, how does this crystal adapt to aid you in this mission?
Like how does it become like the Shrine of Eyes?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to grow eyes. The only thing I can think of is is the thing that I keep thinking of rather is the multi-ocular O in the Unicode set. And I would love to see little I don't know, like little not actual eyeballs, perhaps, but like little clusters of this glyph flashing across the core. And I don't know. I'm imagining it kind of like plugged into some kind of console in the middle of the room, and you know, like sheathed in glass, and like the things that we learn and see, or maybe like displayed across it, like as though on like a display or monitor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You set up you have a computer ready to act as a console. And with Kai's help, you bring the core to it, and like static electricity kind of like builds and billows off of it as it seems to be interacting with this console. It's hooked up to the school's network. It's hooked up to the internet. It is pulling all this information, and the crystal pulls itself to the ground here and then begins to branch off more crystals. And those crystals start spreading in small lines across this room. And it starts making copies of the display that you've already given it, so that there's multiple displays in this like multi-ocular setup where it's just, like it looks like a hex of these monitors, and they all glow in the same bluish purple that this crystal is. And they have that multi-ocular O symbol, I think, displaying on it, like just like the spinning like 3D logo of it. And then the displays all blink for a moment and then show a multitude of information, readings, and all sorts of things. As it now, like, you see that it has like completely encased like the Ethernet cable that you've attached to this console, and it's like a crystalline tube that's connected to the school's network. And now you have a Shrine of Eyes displaying readings from the bay, temporal fluctuations. It's searching for possible, basically the kind of functions Kai was sort of able to do on their own. It's now like tenfold.
Yeah. Nice.
So you all now have a shrine. If you take the action here, you are considered one tier higher in your investigation track.
Can I segue that into, I guess, an investigation role? Like, I want to use the new shrine.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So this will probably be, it would be both your downtime actions. You would, if you want to.
Fair.
Yeah. So if you want to investigate to bring yourself up into the end of tier 2, and then use the shrine to bring yourself all the way up into tier 3, you're welcome to do so. So
cool. Can I give that an analyze?
Absolutely.
A 5.
Woo!
A 5. And I'm sorry, do you have harm, right?
I have 2 level 1 harm.
2 level 1 harm. So this is going to be a reduced effect.
Maybe you guys should have recovered.
if you want to hold on to this and see if your friends will help you recover, that's fine. We can table this. Yeah. So what are the rest of you doing with your downtime?
So I think that the first thing Cary does, number 1 priority, is helping Janus. So after Nif is done with the like whole GMOs, FDA, all of that, all the acronyms.
People have been crossbreeding plants for millennia.
They breed the plants? How would that work?
I mean, okay, so plants are still sexual beings, and you can still take.
They fuck the plants?
They aid in the plants fucking each other, but like in different
Ew.
relationships. So like a plant with this trait is gonna have is gonna fuck a plant with this trait, and they're gonna like try and get a plant with the better traits and keep going from that.
Is that unethical?
They're plants, not people, so
But
they are
if
not
there's
sentient.
okay, so what is the difference between like a sentient creature and a sexual creature?
So, I mean, there's a lot of different definitions of sexual. Sexual can just mean having, what we would classify as female and male genetic material and how we crossbreed that or
Plants
cross
have
that.
gender?
Yes, actually, but not in the same way
Gross.
that. I adore you. I'm gonna go and eat a carrot.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Say hi to Helios.
Blushing, just like bright red. It's like I'm gonna go and just like go and send a text.
And Cary's going to head over to Janus with 2 packs of unchewed number 2 pencils, sharpened, pre-sharpened.
Thank you, Cary.
I do want to help you. And I know that you're stressed, and I know that you're hurting. Whatever you need, I'm here for that. I've got your back, even if I chew your pencils.
I know you're just trying to help. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I know you have my back. Because you're my best friend and I love you.
You're my best friend. I love you too.
Now, get out of here.
All right. Do you need anything else?
Just some peace and quiet. Thanks, Cary.
All right. I'll circle back in a little bit. There's some research I want to do, but for right now, be safe. If you need anything, just text me. I'm getting so good at it.
You really have been. I've noticed. Good job.
I figured out what so many things mean. Did you know that TTYL means talk to you later?
That's a good one to know.
I know. And Cary's going to attempt to like help Janus heal.
Oh, great. Thank you.
On Fix Janus.
Okay. What action would you like to use here?
What do you think is appropriate, Mal?
I feel like you're expressing or empathizing here.
I can do either.
All right.
All right, I'm not using you.
Do you have harm tags?
I do have harm tags. I have Truth Hurts.
And is that level 1 or level 2?
Level 1.
Okay, so it'll be reduced effect, but it'll still help. So,
All right, let's see.
While
Okay.
they're rolling, I picked up a new playbook ability after last session called Out of Time. And it says I'm outside the regular flow of time. Injuries fade quickly. So I have one segment of my recovery clock permanently filled, and other players roll +1 to help me recover.
So I roll 2 dice?
Ooh.
If you were going to roll 1, yeah.
Awesome. That's good because my first roll was a 1.
You love that, but not for this.
Not for this. Not for my baby. Second roll's a 6.
Hot diggity.
okay.
We're going the full spectrum.
Amazing.
Yeah, but with your reduced effect on your actions, unfortunately, that is only 3 segments marked on the healing track.
That fills it up.
Okay.
So that just gets rid of 1.
That
Level
gets
1
rid of
harm?
one tag. Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I am merely splintered and not splintered and frightened.
Yay.
These have been in
like
here
your
for a long time. Thank you.
Yes, always. And Cary kind of slinks out and is going to take Janus's suggestion and go find a stick to chew on.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. Anything else you want to do, Cary?
So
two
I'm gonna
actions.
investigate, but after, because Janus specifically said peace and quiet, so Cary is waiting to investigate in the eye room until after Janus is done investigating in the eye room.
Right.
I
Totally
don't
reasonable.
I don't think I'm going to remember to do this later, or if I do, it'll be too long from now. I want to like just kind of randomly flash forward like 2 or 3 weeks from now, when finals are over, and Janice just gives Cary just like a nice little kind of like little wooden box of nice toothpicks.
Aww.
Just looking at the helping a friend recover thing, completing the recovery clock removes all level 1 harm. And all
Oh,
other
yay.
reduced is
Oh, cool.
all the other harm is reduced by 1 level. So it looks like it
Brings-
takes the whole thing down.
Oh,
I get
excellent.
it.
Thank you for looking at that.
Yeah. Thank you. Please help me with the rules too. I
Yeah.
cannot keep them all in my head. So excellent. That's perfect. I thought that's gonna be harder. I'm like, that can't be right. I was trying to look too. I'm glad you looked at it.
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic.
I'm feeling stressed but healthy and strong.
Heck yeah.
I think that there's been some talk of Callie wanting to have a conversation with Nif, because Nif wasn't there earlier. And so I think I would also like to try and help Callie heal a harm. By, but like as part of that, having the conversation. So like, this kind of like, oh, I see you still need some like bandages, and like I brought some more antiseptic. Let's get you cleaned up. Let's take care of that bite wound. That looks so unpleasant.
Just walking around with a gnarly bite.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that was the thing. I had one of those on my wedding night.
Oh,
Yeah, no, from the same thing we
Oh.
had. It was not a fun
not the
bite.
fun kind of biting.
Not the fun kind of biting. Speaking of the fun kind of biting, how I heard that you and Cameron have been spending some time together, and I don't think there's been any biting involved.
No biting. Good Lord.
No biting.
Y'all are so feral sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we're young adults in a make-believe world where we're all feeling super intense emotions. We're one step away from calling each other by our first and last names every time we address each other.
It's getting a little too meta over here.
Have you seen the latest episode?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we go too much further over here, we're gonna end up all together when we all get married.
Yeah.
Which, I love Helios, but I love you all too.
I could think worse things.
Yeah, just have Helios and Cam on the outside, and I just our very intense little group, saving the world and planting carrots.
I feel like we're kind of a package deal at this point.
Yeah. But so you and Cam.
Yeah, they asked me if there was something, quote, here, like between us, which Cam is cute, obviously, but I've not ever dated anybody. I've not ever really thought about dating people. I have very much received the message that people like me are not the most desirable, so I just don't ever let my head go there. And now I have somebody who's very cute asking me if there's something here, and I have officially panicked.
Okay. Firstly, come here. Come and put your head on my lap. I'm just gonna give you some hair strokes. Let's, firstly, the world giving you that message. Big ol' fucking liars. You are gorgeous. Um, and like physically, but also like, I mean, it's okay. The whole like you're beautiful on the inside thing, total bullshit. Want to be beautiful on the outside. You are. I think you are. I think you're so gorgeous. And I think your new hair, super hot. I am very much digging it. Um, but like, yeah, you grow up with that messaging. You're gonna absorb it. And I get that. I think like outside of that, I mean, obviously Cameron is sounds interested. So we're gonna take the not somebody not being interested off the table. How do you feel? I mean, not just about Cameron, but about the idea of, romance or physical things, you know?
Hmm. I really like Cameron, and I am very attracted to Cameron. I know you're like married and everything now,
I
and
am.
that's cool. And I don't think that, that's a bad choice or anything, but we live a very odd life. And I don't know how to even begin to explain that to somebody. Especially when we might like die or something.
I mean,
So it's like I don't it is like the lowest thing on my list of priorities is whether or not I should be falling in love with somebody or falling in like or whatever. And it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, damn, there's a lot of shit going on.
yeah, there's no perfect time for anything. Never. I got married in a courthouse because I am afraid that I'm going to die or be seriously injured. And Helios is the one who I trust to take care of me if I end up in a hospital as a vegetable for the rest of my life. But also, if I die, I want him to be taken care of. There's no perfect time. But I also am not going to let that stop me from getting to have that joy. And we could all die tomorrow. you know, we could all, even like the safest person in the world. There's no guarantees. And yeah, we have a few less guarantees than most. But if being with Cameron would bring you joy, and they seem willing and ready to be part of that, you know, don't let the uncertainty stop you because you are worth the joy and you are worth the love and you're beautiful and you're strong and you're super fucking cool. I mean, come on. You've got these awesome friends who are here to like wrap you in love because you are the best. You're the fucking best of us.
I wouldn't go that far, but I feel very
Mm.
similarly about all of you.
Are you calling me a liar?
Oh God, I
Mhm.
guess I can't do that.
Don't deny yourself joy because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I'm not saying you have to go out and do this. You get to decide what's best for you, but don't let the uncertainty be the thing that stops you from getting to feel that love and joy and happiness and excitement and butterflies.
Okay, I'll think about it for sure. It's all a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you only recently had some pretty major changes in your transcendent life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's so much, so
it's
much,
a lot. Jesus fucking Christ.
and we have finals.
Yeah, we have finals. Oh my God. Show me what you're looking at. Show me your stuff.
Oh yeah.
Unless you don't want to, in which
No, it's
case,
fine. I'll pull it out and I'll show you
yeah.
some
I think that's
highlights.
that'll be
Yeah.
the healing thing. I'll bandage and then we'll just kind of
Yeah.
I'll heal the heart as well as the body.
Yeah.
All right. So I roll. What would you like me to
Yeah. My guess is empathize based on the conversation you had. So
all right. So I have 2 dots in empathize, but I also have 1 less dice. So I guess I roll 1 dice.
yep.
Um, yeah. A 4. So I don't have reduced effect. I just have the 1 less dice.
Okay. Yeah, so that is 3 segments marked on your healing track.
And I only needed one, so
Yay.
Okay. It does carry over, so you can mark them.
oh, okay, cool.
You can mark the extra. So
So you said it was how many?
3.
3, so 2. Okay, cool.
Oh, never mind. If you have no harm on your sheet, then it does not carry over.
Okay,
It just goes back to 0. Sorry.
no worries. All right, cool.
I can't preempt future harm.
Yeah, no, you can't. That would be broken.
The harm cushion.
You take a harm and you're like, oh, my track is already full.
More cushion for the cushion.
We are
Oh
on
my
one
God, I love
today.
you.
We're so normal.
We are the most normal.
The most normal.
All right. Callie, you're the only one who hasn't taken an action yet. Well, technically Janus hasn't either, but we'll get back to that in a second. Do you have something in mind yet?
I think so. Janice is healed up now too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to attempt to. This is the process where we can form links, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I want to attempt to do that with Janice by kind of checking in. I have been noticing what kinds of things she likes to eat during finals week, and so I'm going to bring her a snack and sit down with her and just kind of, hey, friend, need a little
Callie.
break?
Yes, I have a scheduled break right about now.
Perfect. You have a very, very thorough system. I love it.
I do. It's tested and true.
How are you holding up?
I'm doing okay. I think I'm holding it together. I'm a little stressed, little, a lot of pressure right now, a lot of obligation, but I think I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
Yeah, there's really a lot going on at one time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the whole awkward Cary situation?
Oh my God. I guess that's how I'm feeling about it.
Fair.
Yeah, I was really thinking about it a lot, and then finals week came around at a time, I guess, where I could kind of like stop thinking about it for a little bit. I don't know. I feel a lot of feelings with Cary. Um, I think that Cary is maybe I don't know. I don't know if they're actually attracted to me or if they are joking around. But you heard the thing about getting married, so that sex was on the table, right?
Yes.
That felt very forward and direct to me, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't know if like they're playing around or if that was a move.
That I I had the same. My reaction was very flabbergasted, and then I also couldn't tell if they were joking or if they meant it or both. I don't. Sometimes Carrie is really hard to read.
Yes, surprisingly so, given that they have no guile or artifice or deception whatsoever.
And they don't tend to filter, and yet still.
And that's still.
Elle's reactions are just it's so
I'm
funny to
just
me.
getting roasted over here. Carrie's like, I'll leave you so that you can be comfortable because I respect your boundaries. And immediately Callie and Janus are just roasting them.
It's because we love you.
That is the best analogy ever. Thank you, Chantel.
um, I mean, is that something? I feel like you're in a similar situation as I am with Cameron, and it's very awkward.
Yes, I don't really tolerate a lot of uncertainty in my life, and this is just kind of like the biggest area of that for me right now because I think that I would be interested in pursuing something with Cary, but I'm not sure. And also, I feel kind of weird about them, and like I know they've got a lot of background and context with Blacktail. I don't know if that's over. It seems like something. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm welcome in I don't know in Carrie's relationship space.
Yeah,
Corvus. Yes, I did.
Corvus. Yeah.
Carrie hates Blacktail. Carrie wishes that
sorry.
Blacktail would explode.
Listen,
you.
very easy to get them mixed up. Yeah, I get the impression that there's something possibly still there, but I also don't know where Carrie is on the spectrum of polyamory.
I hadn't really considered that.
Yeah, I don't know where you are on this. I don't know where I am on that spectrum either, frankly. Um, hmm. Do you feel like it would be worthwhile to like bring it up with them, or is it something that you want to?
I, I have feelings about that I just acted out without planning to. But I think that that's the right approach. If I can just be like really logical about this and rational about it, then that's the obvious choice. And I should just treat this like it's science. And I have a hypothesis that Cary and I should be together. And I think I need to figure out a way to test that hypothesis. Ah!
I mean, they're a straightforward person too, so I feel like it's the right way to go to just kind of talk about it.
Okay.
And that way you don't have to feel so awkward and weird.
Well, not about that at least.
Well, yeah. Fair.
Okay, I am going to schedule. This has been very helpful, Callie, and thank you. I'm going to schedule a time after finals to feel my feelings.
Yeah.
And
there's not time for feelings right now. I totally get it. I feel the same way about the Cameron thing. I'm like, let's get past the world ending, and maybe then I can figure it out.
Do you want me to just add you as do you want an invite to this calendar event? to feel feelings
Absolutely.
after? Okay, I'll email
Yeah.
it to you.
Fantastic. And I'm going to give you a hug if you are okay with it. And then
Yeah, thank you.
and do
That's
I
a
have to
relief.
roll anything to do?
Yeah, I think that's going to be another empathize roll. That's
Okay.
or express. It's whichever one you prefer.
I have 2 in empathize.
All right. And well, and Janice, you can give a bonus die if you want. If you think Janice appreciated this, you're bonding, right? Like that's
I think
you're
she
making a
appreciated it
connection.
greatly. Yeah, I give a die.
Sweet.
Rate this 5 stars on Yelp.
All right.
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
a 5, a 3, and a 2.
All right, so 5 is 3. So Janice, you gain 3 links with Callie.
Woot.
All the little bubbles on this character sheet look like the little eyes of the shrine. They're all googly eyes.
And a reminder that links with me can be spent on anyone.
This will be talked about in the Patreon post thing, but Chantel, you have infected me with brain worms, and now I'm just like sitting here vibrating.
I am just, I don't know if you can see me like doing the little shoulder thing. I just constantly in my head right now, I'm like, da, 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 da. It's just,
Call
yes,
me
friends,
Robert
kids.
F. Kennedy because I have a worm in my brain.
Yeah. Oh man.
We are off the fucking rails today.
I needed this so bad. I've been so stressed with moving this week. I just was like, I got no sleep, but I'm gonna fucking
It's
do
okay,
this. And you guys are amazing.
We're gonna play, and then in the after show, we'll talk about Lykos and Blacktail enemies to lovers.
Oh yes, yes. Everybody's gonna fuck.
It's gonna be so much glistening core.
I will be starting the AO3 tag for this series.
We need to give
man.
everybody thematically appropriate ship names in our after show.
We'll make a matrix and just connect
Yes.
to everyone.
Yes, please. Yes,
We're not going to be
please.
boring people with our ship names. We're going to have actual creative ones.
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
man.
You
All
guys
right.
are amazing.
Janice, do you want to take some downtime actions?
Yes. Sorry, that question completely derailed me. I thought that I had taken some, but I mean, I think I did obligations.
Yeah.
For downtime, who else is hurting? Is Nif injured? Is Cary injured?
I think Nif and Cary are both injured, but Nif is more injured than Cary, so focus on Nif.
I also have links with myself that I can use to ignore harm tags. So,
Mm-mm.
because I get to start off my downtime with links to myself. So, you know, if you can knock out, if 3 out of the 4 of us can have no harm tags, that's probably more effective.
Okay. Janice, can I have a sec? Is anyone else ready to go? I want a second to think about this.
Cary's waiting for Janus to be done researching.
Okay.
Nif will also be going and doing some investigating.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll spend one of my downtimes doing that, and we can play that out while I'm thinking. So yeah, we can flash forward to study time is over, and let's go get that core.
Are
right.
all of you going to be doing this at the same time? Together or individually?
Nif won't be. Nif will
I feel-
Nif will
I
want to do
spent-
it by herself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I spent my downtime like building the shrine, and then I rolled for investigation and held the 5.
Oh, you rolled it already and got the 5? Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know you had rolled it. Sorry, that was on me.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Fantastic then. Let me do this. So fantastic. So you got a 5. All right. So that is going to be 3 segments marked on the track. Let me mark those. So you are at tier 2 investigation complete.
Ooh. So we're in tier 3.
If you spend the action to keep the shrine. So if do you want to consider making the shrine your action? Oh, that was your action to be the shrine keeper.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Got it. Perfect then. Yeah, okay. So you get to ask some questions. With a 5 on the gather information, you get 1 question from your sheet and 1 follow-up.
Fantastic. What? Oh man, I don't know what to ask because I'm not sure where we're going from here, what our mission phase is.
I think we're Albert storming.
You're storm.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got to deal with Storm.
And also, Captain Alice Ramos is still here in your hideout.
Yeah.
She has been
So-
hanging out and hiding.
I
So-
think that our plan right now is dealing with that big military fucker thing.
I feel like this has been just okay. So it's like sidebar. I feel like there's been such like high, tense, weird energy in the hideout this whole time, and Alice Ramos has just been sitting there at the table, like sipping coffee, watching everyone running back and forth.
Yeah.
Cary
She's just-
probably goes over at one point and like brings her a couple of leaves they found outside. They're
We
like,
are her telenovela.
mhm.
Mhm.
They're like, these leaves are very pretty. They're a
And-
gift.
Remember, canonically, also Raven, Alice, Splendiferous have all been hearing the carrot song and the muttering.
Canonically.
Oh God, that's right.
All of my allies. I think
Oh
know,
no.
I think I can direct it, but I think if I'm doing it kind of unconsciously, I wouldn't be. It would just be like I am on broadcast mode.
Absolutely. Yeah. Alice has been. When y'all aren't around, she's playing Fortnite. When you
Is
are
she-
around, she is watching.
Is she excited about the skibbity toilet mode for Fortnite?
She is so angry at all the youths on Fortnite.
What does skibbity toilet mean? Please, someone explain to me what skibbity toilet means.
It
Chat,
means-
please help me.
It means nothing. It is Dada-esque. Like,
I think it's this generation's version of like Angry Orange or like the unicorn
the-
Charlie.
oh God, yeah.
Oh,
So, like,
yeah, llamas with
Really just
hats.
nonsense, annoying
Yeah.
Llamas
fucking
with hats were cute though. Like they were fluffy. This is just a guy in a toilet. What
I
is
don't
the
know, they
appeal?
moved
something
on
like
to-
Angry Orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So yeah.
I hate skibbity toilet.
For questions, I'm going to ask what is different about it this time in the context of I'm imagining us like I'm imagining one way of us going in is like just like going in guns blazing and like storming a like basically like military complex at this point. And that can go very poorly. Like I can see that like, ending badly for us. So I want to say what's different about it this time to try to avoid those
Okay.
injuries and complications.
Okay. What is different this time? So you now have this Shrine of Eyes. You see like you get like topographical maps, Santa Marta, and you also get this overlay of you realize that this thing has tapped itself into like sensors and weather stations and all sorts of things that are connected to the internet and is collating all this data.
Mhm.
And it has this overlay of Santa Marta, and it's like a rock has been dropped into a pond. You have these waves that like extend out from a point, and that point is on the beach, on the what is it, San Juan Key Bay. It's where Kai entered, and also Cary entered into your reality. It seems whatever. This is more context, and I'm not quite to the answer yet. So this is the context. So there seems to be some sort of energy just emanating from that point, but you know where Storm's facility is, and it's way off. You know that they are trying to open a portal wide. What's different this time? And where... I'm sorry, you had said you had a kind of context for that question, and it completely got lost in my head. What was the context for the question?
The context is like Janus seeing a future where they storm industries and are utterly unsuccessful. You know what I mean? Everyone goes down. And so the context is Janus is what's different this time? How can we avoid that specific future?
What's different this time is that in the timelines where you've been unsuccessful, you did not have someone who had inside knowledge of where their plans were. And this time you do. You have Captain Alice.
We have Alice.
So with the context that she gives, you get an idea, a sense of where they are with this project. And you know that you can probably head them off before they're ready to put it in place, because the information you have here, the extra information that this Shrine of Eyes gives you, is that the place they can probably open a small portal on the base, but if they wanted to open enough to bring in an army, they would have to do it on the beach.
Gotcha.
But the machine's not ready yet, so they're going to have to move it when it is ready. If you could get to them before that point, you will more likely be successful.
Gotcha. Okay. I have this terrible nightmare vision of Storm Industries moving their dream portal around on a little walking flower bed, like what Janus made for Nif. That's the darkest timeline.
Yeah.
Can't let this future come to pass.
A carrot.
I'm just picturing like a little robot dog moving it.
Yeah. Janus irrationally, he's like hounding Nif, like, are you sure all of the walking carrot beds are accounted for?
Yes. Yeah.
What do they get up to when you're not watching them? Do you leave them unsupervised?
I mean, there are cameras in the facility, and also there's other team members. I'm not working just by myself.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. We're all doing the research, and like there's other projects happening in there.
Okay.
They're always being surveyed somehow.
All right. Just don't just don't trust them. Don't turn your back on them. It's probably nothing.
It's the kind of thing that maybe couple years ago, I would be like, wow, this is totally weird and paranoid, but not anymore.
All right. Good. I'm busy. Gotta go.
You also have one follow-up question.
And I have a follow-up question. Which can be anything, right? It's not on my gather information list.
Correct.
I want to know. This isn't necessarily maybe this is my follow-up question. I don't know, but I'm curious about the original breach, right? How there's like a strong energy signature on the beach where Cary and where Kai came through. And there's a smaller energy reading over at the facilities. Are Cary and Kai like portal sensitive at all? Can like they feel the pull of the portals when they get close to them?
No, they can't.
Okay.
The portals and the way that Cary would have also have explained this context is that there's basically people who can utilize the power of the conduit to open portals. But this was a case, something different happened when Kai and Cary came through. Slightly different. It wasn't as planned. Cary just followed Kai through. So, and there was a fight, and that was season 1, though.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
Cary came through and went, "Your puny robot is no match for me, Lykos."
Watch it.
Absolutely.
I'd watch that season.
Concordia over there, just like once again dancing with an octopus.
Yeah. Why is there always an octopus?
Because there
brought it
must be
from home.
dancing.
But yeah, they are not sensitive to them, to the portals. Kai has some ability to detect the dreaming, but it seems like a tertiary function more than anything else.
Okay. Let's go with that for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And with those questions answered, we should go ahead and take our break. So yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 10 to 15. We hope to see you soon. Go Coconuts.
Go Coconut.
Welcome back, Coconuts. Last we left off, Janus had gotten some questions answered, maybe figuring out some things, figuring out what the future plans are for Storm and Blacktail and Corvus and what they're going to do, and where they will probably be headed. And if you can head them off, things will be different this time. So, but we still have some more downtime actions, I believe. I think Callie, you only used one. Cary, did you use both yours? Or just the
Cary
one?
used just one
Okay,
and was waiting to use the other one.
gotcha.
'Cause
Ditto.
Effectively the investigation tier is full because the shrine bumps it from tier 2 to tier 3. So
okay, it's full. We're good.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. What is
And we
Cary
can't
wanna do?
try to go even further. It doesn't work like that.
No, once it gets, I mean, like you can, so depending on the type of mission, so you can go higher, but it is effectively tier 3. You can fill in those tier 3 ones if you want. So if it drops down by half, it doesn't go down as far.
Mhm.
But yeah, so there is some play in there. You can investigate if you want. Yeah. And also it depends on if you're using this as like a gather information mission, which is one of the tier 2 missions, the track will not drop at all. So
I'm still going to investigate because I'm stubborn.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Because what I do is going to depend on your investigation roll.
Sure. I mean, it's entirely possible that I'm investigating something different than you, though. So
True.
do
Do
you want to rollies for it?
I mean, yeah, we can rollies for it.
Or we could just make Callie go first.
Yeah.
I got a 3.
Let's see. We got a 1.
Oh, Okay, so I'm gonna say that because if I won, that means you get to go first.
Okay. That's fair. Let's see. Nif has level 2 harm, right?
I do indeed, but I also again have links with myself that I can use to ignore harm tags. So
Yeah. All right. Gang,
just
do we
that
want to...
level 2 loneliness.
Is Cary going to investigate, or are they going to focus on Nif? I think they're going to investigate. I think they're going to prioritize that.
Okay. The stakes feel really high this time. Damn.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So they're going to be specifically investigating the weak points of Storm Industries and kind of going through it with Captain Ramos in the eyeball room.
Yeah.
And going through it and trying to find like weak points of the defenses, any kind of gaps that they could slip through. Exit strategies as well is a big one, not just getting in, but also being able to get out.
Excellent. Yeah. The shrine, there's not much publicly available information on Storm Industries, but what the shrine has been able to do and the way that it assists you in this is that it is very good at telling you, at forming, inferring information based on what's not there. It's filling in missing information, and then it's being, confirmed, and it's learning as this information is getting confirmed with Alice, because she's pretty familiar with the base as well. So let's go ahead and get your investigate.
All right. What role are we thinking, my friend? Analyze?
Yeah, you could use analyze. There's a case for a lot of things. You could conceal. I think even. It's kind of up to you.
I'm using analyze.
Okay.
Because this is the strategic point of Cary.
Yeah.
All right. And I do have a harm tag, so it's gonna be sad.
Okay.
All right. So that is a 5.
A 5. All right. So that is 2 segments marked on the thing. So you gain 2 segments and you get 1 question from your sheet. No follow-ups.
1 question. All right. There are too many good ones. Oh no. What if I was like really nice to you, Mal? I gave you a hot season 2 Cary.
You did.
Okay. I think Cary is going to be focused on how can I gain an edge here.
You think parts of the base are pretty remote. You think you can probably make your way through one of the more remote areas onto the airfield, because Alice says that if they're going to move this device, they're housing it in a hangar near the airfield that they have on base. And if they're going to move it, they're probably going to move it by helicopter or something like that. So they'll need it on the airfield, which gives you a distinct advantage. You don't have to go anywhere near the front of the space. You can go where the security is a little weaker. And you have Alice to help you. How can you gain an edge? The edge that you think you can gain, that Cary thinks they can gain, is that this has to be fast. It has to be swift. You have to basically get there before they realize you're even there. You can't second guess anything once you reach that fence.
All right. Cary is going to take that information, and first things first, they're going to go and find the rest of the team. All right. Captain Ramos, will you be with us for this mission?
Yeah.
Good.
Arm's feeling better. I think I can help you out.
All right. We can get to the airfield through the remote areas, less security. That will help us when they're transporting the device. We can head them off there. I need all of you to be with me. Once we are in, there is no doubt. There is no second guessing. There is no questions of self-worth. There is no worry about the people on the outside. There is no worry about the other timelines. It is just the here and now. We have to be fast, and we have to be certain. I need all of you to promise me that.
I promise.
I'll do my absolute best.
Aye, aye.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we don't have to dwell on the specifics too much. We will use our flashback mechanics for that during the mission. So yeah, so we still have 2 more downtime actions from the other 2 from Nif and Callie. What would you like to do?
So Nif was also going to go do some investigating with
Okay.
the biblically accurate core. I think Nif wants to kind of Nif still kind of remembers that feeling of connecting on an emotional level to, it was the firewall basically, but also like just this feeling that the core is not just a tool, but possibly an entity of its own, and wanting to kind of connect there on maybe a less analytical level, a more kind of but still like analyzing, obviously. And Nif wants to see about getting more information about the link between Vogel and Kai.
Ooh, interesting.
And I will spend one of my links with myself to ignore my harm tag.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. What action would you like to use to do this?
Well, first of all, also, because I think I'm trying to roll about relationships, I roll +1 dice to roll. So does that count here?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I think. Oh. I think it would. I'm trying to I feel like maybe analyze. I am trying to get more of into the not as analytical side in terms of bits and pieces, but still trying to see connections and relationships and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Analyze the seeing beyond the surface presentation of the world. So yeah, I think that works.
All right. So I have 2 dots in analyze. One of those is new. And then I also have the +1 dice to roll about relationships. So that is 3 dice because I am spending a link on myself to ignore a harm tag. Oh, I got a 6. Only 1 6, but I got a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Hey, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the 1 6. All right. That's 4 segments marked on the thing. All right. Oh, well, tier 3 track is full. So
Woo!
yeah.
I think it's kind of fitting that Nif is like, I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to look into things by myself. And I'm also spending a link with myself to do
Yeah.
this because Nif is feeling a little disconnected right now.
Absolutely. All right. So that gives you 2 questions from your sheet and 1 follow-up.
All right. So, how are Vogel and Kai connected?
Okay. Vogel.
And I'm hoping to like with the core both being part of the dreaming and like this whole thing, and Vogel being this kind of conduit. And yeah.
You pull up information in the shrine, and like I said, the shrine is filling in gaps for you almost before you can even ask the questions. It sees what you're looking for and is finding the questions you're not asking. And you are looking for Vogel, you're looking at her research, you're looking at the kind of things she did, but it starts bringing up information about the conduit and what the dissenters at least knew about the conduit, that it controls, that it's the sense you get and the way the information is presented. This conduit is like holding 2 ropes together, holding 2 pieces of something together. And you get the impression that it's less that there's a connection between Kai and Vogel. Kai was meant to look like the conduit. Seems that it was just taken that form. But the conduit probably is Vogel. Something happened. Vogel's in the dreaming. And she's holding it all together.
Okay. So I get 2 questions from my list and 1 additional question.
Yep, 1 follow-up. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to ask the core, what are you really feeling?
What is it really feeling?
Nif is looking at this core not just as like an additional piece of information, but kind of thinking back to that firewall and the feelings and the like judgment and like this core is something from the dreaming and the dissenters. Is this core an entity of its own?
You get a string of emotions, that flood across one of the displays. You see suspicious, you see angry, you see confused, and it comes up to afraid. And the rest of the list falls away, and afraid moves to the top. And it brings up you get information about a rebellion. And you get the sense that there's not a sense of timestamps on any of the information being given to you. It's as if it all happened long ago, but it happened a minute ago. It's very confusing. It's like it has events that are out of order, that causality doesn't fall neatly the way you expect it to. And I think it just puts on the screen, are we doomed to repeat this again?
Jeebus. I think Nif absolutely has empathy with that, and like, because Nif is feeling more afraid and has like trying not to show it, but Nif is absolutely feeling that weight of the things that she has to lose and the weight of saving the world and that things are looking dire and one of her friends already went over the edge and getting them back was hard and what if that was Janus? How would I do that? How would I bring back Verdade? How would I, um, how are we supposed to, I don't know what's going to happen and I have no way to prepare for it. Like, um, yeah. My last question, my not in the book. Should we be taking Vogel out of the equation?
Interesting. It runs so many calculations. You see it run simulation after simulation, and it returns a response to you. It says, if the conduit is not in place, things will unravel. Uncertain if beneficial or detrimental. I think instead of things will unravel, it says the dreaming will unravel.
All right. And I think Nif would just kind of take some time in the core room and just kind of cry a little bit and then get herself together and like pull herself together so that she's not broadcasting that, stiff upper lip. Nobody can see you, you can't show weakness.
Absolutely. So that just leaves our last action. Callie, what would you like to do?
I think when Nif and I were together, I think I want to kind of continue our hangout session and attempt to see what or how much we can heal. So I think after we have our little chat, I will say, all right, I think you need to think about something more than carrots and the world ending. Curly fries?
I love curly fries.
Let's go get some curly fries.
Amazing. I think that sounds wonderful.
And I think we'll just have a little hangout session.
Yeah. Curly fries make things better.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy them at your local Target.
Not if you live in Canada.
You can buy them at your local US Target.
I don't have a passport.
So, Mal, can we do empathize with that as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So then that'll be 2 dice, and then if Chantel wants to give another die, just what is it? It's a.
I think that's with spending link, or that's creating links.
Oh, that's the link thing, right?
Yeah. So if you want to create links, we can do that. If you want to try to heal, we can do that.
Let's try to heal you out. So 2 double 2s.
Okay.
Sheesh.
So with a heal that is With a 2, that's only 2 segments marked.
All right.
Getting there.
And that brings us to the end of downtime. Now we're moving to the mission phase. And as always, we cut to the action. So we're going to start on the base. You've already gone through the fence. You are running. Let's go ahead and let's do our mission roll. See where we start.
Can I do it?
All right, let's bring in
I wouldn't
Bad
dare
roll,
take that joy
bad
from
roll,
you.
Bad roll. Bad roll.
mission roll. Where is it? We cut to the action. All right. So there's always hope. So you always have 1 die. Is the mission
Sorry, I'm just sorry, I just remembered. Do we have that the thing, the group thing where the rolls, the first and last roll when ascended, count towards recovery?
No, y'all
Okay.
did not take that. So
Never mind.
Yeah, we talked about it, but we did not.
All right.
yep. And I really feel like the Shrine of Eyes has really helped y'all this round.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So is the mission particularly heroic or noble? I'm gonna say it's heroic. I mean,
Yeah.
so that's 2. Is the mission's goals or methods reflect the worst parts of the protagonist? No, this is fine. Is the mission
Breaking in.
is the mission following through on details from the protagonist's investigation? Yes. So we're at 3.
Yippee.
You're not acting rashly. You are being incredibly planned about this.
Yes.
Um,
Even Cary, which is a
It does-
feat.
does this mission determine the fate of a friend? I don't have a solid argument for that.
Okay. So, our friends, one of them is established as Captain Ramos.
Yes.
Captain Ramos is with us on the mission. If the mission
Yes.
goes wrong, her fate is pew pew in the head or government's machine. So
I think
we have to get this right, or the fate of our friend Captain Ramos is very, very bleak.
Yeah, they've already tried to assassinate her once. So
Exactly.
I think a case could also be made for it, with the Vogel thing and the conduit and the connection, and Vogel is the partner of a friend.
Yeah.
We don't know what would happen if this conduit was open, but it doesn't seem like it would be good for Vogel.
Yeah.
Although all of that stuff that Niv got from her investigation, she didn't say. She didn't tell people.
Mhm. If Cary knew that the fate of their original home was up in the air, they would be like 70% more bonkers.
yeah. All right. So I'll say that's another die. So that's 4.
Woo!
Does the mission's tier exceed the current one? Nope. Are there any other
3,
elements
baby.
you want to consider? Nope. I'm gonna say this is pretty straightforward. Roll 4 die. We'll take the highest.
Roll that, roll that, roll that.
The
I'm
probability of
surprised
4
you
ones-
advocated so hard for that extra die, considering you want to roll low.
Yeah, it was not my strongest moment, but I love arguing more than I love rolling bad.
And also more clickety clacks.
More
clickety clacks,
clickety-clacks, exactly. It's a 6.
Okay.
Oh no.
How awful for you.
It's Sarah. There was even a 1 in the pool, but I can't use
Now,
it.
is there only 1
because
6 or is there 2 6s?
There's only 1 6.
Oh, okay.
Small consolation.
Okay.
Small kindness for me.
You are in a controlled position at the start of this mission. You have evaded being detected at the fence. You have managed to run across what is mostly desert to the airfield. You see that there is a helicopter in the distance being loaded with some sort of device or something. You're not quite there yet. you see that there is an open hangar. Corvus is closest to you. Her back
Corvus?
is yes, Corvus. Her back is towards you as a group right now, as you are on this airstrip. As you are on this like tarmac. And you see that there's still like a bank of computers, there's soldiers and things, researchers as well, like people in civilian clothing. You see that Blacktail is walking the hangar back and forth, looking at things. He seems to be impatient or waiting on something. There is this like bluish gray, kind of fuzzy gremlin looking guy. He's just like sat on top of the desk typing at a keyboard. He's probably 3 feet tall at most.
Oh, I can punt that man.
He is he's got a little backpack, and you see it's just jam packed full of electronics on his back, but he's kind of hunched over typing at a computer like incredibly quickly for how tiny his hands are. Who else is here? Oh, Max is here. He is he's just sitting in like one of the like office chairs that they have here. He's like I think he has some sort of fidget. He has like one of those things where like you try to get the ball in the cup. He's weirdly good at it.
Nice. Good
You
for
are
him.
in a controlled position. You get to choose what you do here. Were y'all transcended? I mean, y'all can choose to transcend. I'm not even gonna ask that. Like, y'all can do what y'all want.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm transcended.
I don't think Callie can transcend without a specific scenario. So, yeah.
I think
that's just the first time.
Oh, is it? Okay.
let me see real quick because I don't want to use up all of my transcendent actions.
Yeah, that's fair too. That's why I kind of took it back. But yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so I think that Cary is waiting.
That's a
Okay.
good call. I'll probably wait too, actually.
Yeah. Because if we take any
Yeah.
actions while we're transcended, then that ticks away at our clock. And then we don't get to do as much later on.
Yeah.
Mal, you are correct. I can only transcend when an ally suffers consequences from an action.
Okay, Cary can just like blow themselves up and
There will be consequences.
I
Yeah, don't
promise
worry.
you don't have to try. I am sure something will naturally happen.
Oh yeah.
all right. So blue guy's on the on like a container thingy. All I can picture, by the way, is that little blue guy from Young Jedi Adventures who is everywhere for some inexplicable reason.
I don't have a context for this. Sorry.
I will show him to you. He is. Hold on. Anyways,
But
on
yeah.
a container.
But yeah, they're loading a helicopter up with equipment. You don't see anything kind of out of the ordinary now that you're a little closer. But they are definitely preparing to move something. And this is like, I don't know if y'all know like what a military like cargo helicopter is, one of the 2-rotor helicopters. This is a massive thing.
Janus is intrigued by the copter. If they're loading up the portal, then she wants to know that.
Okay.
Because that means we either need to stop them here, or we need to stop them like on the way to the beach.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Gather information is an action on its own. So you
Okay.
can always do that. So typically but in a situation like this where it's heightened, that this is just going to be a fortune roll. So
Okay.
yeah.
So just a flat D6.
Just a flat D6.
Okay. And I'll use Oracle which means that when I gather info, I gain +1 effect level.
Oh, okay.
That was a 6.
Oh, that's a critical. Honestly, I'm just going to give you everything. So, you can still ask questions. You still get your 2 questions and follow up. But I
Okay.
will probably give you a ton on top of that. So,
Okay. Yeah, I would start with like what's already in motion here.
yes, they are preparing to move this device. Whatever state of completion it is in, it's a little hard to say at this juncture, but they are moving it at the very least.
Okay.
You're just in the nick of time, which is, of
Just
course,
in the
kind of
nick
your
of time.
MO.
That's what I do. I'm tempted to follow up with what's really happening here.
What's really happening here? You get the sense, based on the posture and everything you see, that the hard work is done. This is part of their end game. They're in final phase here.
Yeah. Okay. What's that little blue guy doing?
What is that little blue guy doing? Okay. He is, you look at it. This is, you've seen these kind of formulas and equations, especially in what the Shrine of Eyes was detecting as this like energy wave. He is making an algorithm or formula to manipulate that energy.
Okay. Okay. I relay this as quickly as I can to the rest of my crew.
When we go in, when we start the fight, I'm gonna Nif is gonna lead that kind of defy, because we know that there's gonna be a defy coming, and Nif, wants to lead that. Partly because when I lead a group action or receive an assist while transcended, you briefly incorporate others into your harmony and roll the highest action rating among all participants instead of my own action rating, which is great because I am down a dice.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
when we do the run in and transcend and get fighting, get working on this, Nif is going to start coordinating and, inspiring, and like everyone can kind of feel themselves almost like gravity being pulled into Nif's aura.
Absolutely. So yeah, when you lead a group, yeah, if y'all are prepared to fight, I'm ready to get these rolls in and see how this goes.
Are we ready?
Mhm.
All right.
Y'all are rolling really well, so you're just been doing stuff. You're in a controlled position. So yeah.
Someone needs to intercept the machine.
I can try and take it. I can try and see if I can bring up some plants to hold
Yes.
the helicopter down.
And worst case, you could potentially reach out to Vogel. You're good at that.
Well, I mean, Vogel. I don't know if Vogel is my ally. Vogel,
But
like the one who's asleep.
if she's in the dreaming, there's no one I trust more than you to wake her up.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys anything about what I saw.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can reach out to Corvus.
All right, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
Ugh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You can.
I feel
I
like I
don't
should be marking
know.
stress based on the harmony and how Concordia or Nif is kind of like pulling back. Nif is
Alright. Nif-
starting to like be her.
You're probably going to gain some
Eclipse self.
stress for leading this
Okay.
action. So
Yeah.
Nif, what you're going to do, get to that machine, get it as far away from everyone else as possible.
Yep.
I don't know which side Corvus is going to end up on. And that frightens me. I don't want to give her any kind of heads up.
We this is all with the five of us because Alice is here too.
Yes. Captain Ramos, if worst comes to worst, you have wings. You may be able to help get the device away.
Hopefully I can figure out how that works, but I guess worst case, we'll figure it out.
You
Yep,
can do
here's
this.
where we go. We fling our life and limb into the problem to save the world. I feel like this is our fucking action hero moment.
Should we pose as a team real quick?
No, I don't think
Okay.
that's appropriate in this moment.
Absolutely not.
Selfie.
Yes.
I was right there with you, Janus. I was going to do it.
Which is also why Nif is not singing. Nif, this is,
Janus and Callie just over here.
yeah, I would get +1 dice
Janus
if
and
I
Alice
was
and Callie.
singing to inspire my allies, but that's not appropriate in this situation.
Yeah. Before they move, Cary just kind of bumps their shoulder against Nif.
Hey, we fucking got this.
You fucking got this. Show them why you're my rival.
We can ride and die today.
Hopefully just one.
Nobody die. Stop.
Yeah.
Ever?
Let's just ride.
Yeah. Are we ready
Not
to
ever, just not today.
All right.
are we
Alice
ready
seconds
to
that. Let's
have
just
our
ride.
sparkly, getting the tiara on and yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So
All right,
Mal,
so-
do we need to, so just to clarify for me, because I technically cannot transcend until something specific happens, do I need to wait for something to because I don't think anybody would know to kick that off, so I assume I just kind of have to wait for that to naturally happen?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Cool.
Protecting you is kind of part of also the MO of
Right.
your thing. So yeah.
Okay.
And
But I can still use the veteran abilities. That's a
Correct.
fine thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
yeah, if they're normal playbook abilities, if they're a transcendent ability, you have to be transcended. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Um,
Nif is going to take the lead in transcending and go from, normal Nif to flowy earth and water hovering.
Okay.
And everybody is, all five of us are going to be connected in the harmony and, just kind of coming together as one.
All right. And you said you are leading a defy roll. So
Yeah.
who and because of this harmony, what does everyone have in defy?
Cary, as they transcend, they will gain 3 dots.
Okay. So everyone has 3 die in defy for right now. I think Callie, if you're not transcended, you only have the 2 because that's just the way that is. You do not get the transcendent die.
And so that goes down to 2 for me because I'm still down 1 die.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. All right. So everyone roll. Janus and so I guess Cronos and Lykos, you're going to roll 3 die.
Five.
6.
6.
Do I have to roll this too?
Yes.
Sorry. This is defy, you said?
Yeah.
Yes. And you get 2.
Hard to keep track. Sorry.
It's okay.
6.
Oh.
6 and a 3.
It's a lot of 6s, y'all.
3 6s and a 5.
And no
Ooh.
one got a critical, right? It was just a single 6 for everyone.
No, I got a 5 and a 6.
Oh,
but it
wait,
was
I
still-
forgot that's how critical works. Yeah, critical.
Did you get
Oh.
2 6s? We are defiant as heck.
So yes, Nif, with all of her friends incorporated into her harmony. I think you would still feel like there's still this core of Nif that you can't touch right now, but like circling that is this galaxy of harmony and song and energy and inspiration. And Nif is going to call on the earth to spring forth vines and trees and nature to come from the ground and hold down the helicopter.
Yeah, with a critical, it's almost like you brought in an earthquake, which you're in Southern California. It's not too rare that there's an earthquake, but the tarmac rips open just right down the middle of where this massive helicopter is, and plants just begin to spring out of it like it's a forest growing before your eyes. Like a tree pushes the helicopter back, and which is a feat in and of itself. And things just wrap all around this onto the rotors and vines, and flowers begin to bloom from the vines. The helicopter is locked in place, at least for the moment. How are the rest of you just running into this fight?
Cary is like, as they are transcending into Lykos, going to pounce, they are like spearing Black Claw and tackling him to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you have to run. And like, I feel like there's a moment where you think you misjudged the distance because you're running like completely across like a hangar.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, but Blacktail doesn't manage to see you in time because like he like turns to see what's going on with the helicopter first, and then you just catch him from the side and tackle him onto the ground. And he bares his teeth. He's so angry at you. He tries to claw at you, but you have him pinned, at least for
Cary's like claws digging into his shoulders, full weight on top of him, pinning him down.
Yeah, Blacktail has like is trying to get like his legs like between you to like push you off and just can't. He says, "Fuck are you doing here?"
Aw, you miss me, kitty cat.
He tries to bite you. Like he cannot bite you. You have him pinned. Cronos, what are you up to?
I think with the copter managed, Kronos is going to beeline for the nerd on the computer.
Get that nerd!
and he's
Get
gonna
that
be like,
nerd!
Nerd! He's gonna be, I'm not sure what his actual approach is. I don't think he's just going to come in swinging. Maybe he does with the ulterior motive. What I want to do is like maybe spin a flashback on this, but like I have prepared some kind of like a thumb drive or something to jam into the computer while we're struggling. That will hopefully like have an effect, either like corrupts his algorithm, steal his algorithm, do something funky.
Okay. I'm gonna say we haven't used flashbacks before. Let me look here.
I know. I have a whole ability too. I have rewind and return.
Oh,
You've been through this timeline at least once before. Flashbacks cost 1 less stress than normal.
okay.
Nice.
All right, then I don't feel as bad about this. This would be a 3 stress since you have something to completely disable his computer already.
Okay.
But you would only take 2 stress.
Okay, I take 2 stress. I can take it.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I can take it.
Okay.
And then the last bit in this ability
It was
says,
not, in fact, doing okay.
Buddy, I am
For
begging
certain.
you.
for certain definitions of okay. No, I'm 3 points away. I'm okay.
Okay.
And then I get to say how this went wrong the first time. I think that the first time I tried this, um, maybe I was too distracted trying to put the thumb drive in. Like I turned from the little blue guy to put it in, like caught a knife or something when I turned away. So this time I'm like eyes on the nerd, and then feel around and like put the flash drive in, then like I'll shoot and like flip it right side up and then put it in. Like, all right, got it.
You like push this guy aside. He's like, "No, my computer! Ah!"
Shut up, nerd.
Give me back that relic. And he's like trying to scramble at you, but you're just like pushing him off with your foot, putting in the flash drive. Callie, what are you doing in this defy moment?
I think that I probably, so I have the multiple canes. I made sure to bring a cane that is heaviest and that is not collapsible. And I'm just makeshift weaponing it because I don't know what else I can possibly do. But, it's a little unexpected. So, I think that I will probably head toward the same person that that Cary went toward, or that Lykos went toward.
Okay.
Blackpaw
Blacktail.
or Blacktail? Yeah,
Yeah,
Blacktail.
that one.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
you're
gonna run
Blackpaw is a
after,
warrior cat.
hobble my way after Cary, and I'm just gonna makeshift weapon my cane.
Blacktail is also a warrior cat.
Oh, that's true. He is a warrior cat. Blackfoot is another warrior cat.
God, I was not a warrior cat person, so I've become aware only recently about.
I
this
was a
franchise.
warrior cat kid, dude.
Anyway,
I was such a warrior cat kid.
yeah, completely. So, Callie, you run up to Black Claw and you just. Did I say Black Claw? I did. Blacktail. You run up to
I was gonna
Blacktail.
say, I'm like, wow, we're really.
You run up to Blacktail and like he's trying to bite at Lykos, and you just smack him in the head, and like it's like, ow, what? And Corvus is going to change into her. She's going to transcend in this moment. And so is Max. And you can feel the beams of this place almost pull towards Max as he transcends into this being of steel and concrete architect.
Yay, Max.
Y'all are still in control though. Y'all rolled super, super well so far. So y'all, it's what you want to do at this point.
Yeah,
now.
we fucking did.
But
so good at rolling.
You have two enemies that are free to move. Blacktail is on the verge of being unconscious. The helicopter is at least locked in place for the moment. But yeah, we'll see how things go.
Speaking of Max,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna hear Concordia start to sing, and it's like choir music through the trees, like if you were in the middle of a forest in the quiet, but there was like a massive choir just outside of your view, and they are going to float over to Max, who is transcending, and come back to us. We wanted to bring you back. And I know that you're angry. And I know that, you probably feel very alone and hurt. But come back with us. Come back to us.
That sounds like a forgive roll. So let's go ahead and get that.
Okay, so I get +1 die because I'm singing. And I'm going to use my other link with myself. So to take away that -1 die.
Okay.
So that is so I'm just like, wait, math. Okay, so I have 1, and then I negated the minus, and then I give myself an extra one. So I have two
Two.
dice. Yeah. So that's a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, at least it
I'll
wasn't the
assist
other
you.
one, which says, fuck me.
I'll assist you on that. I have a connection with Max from the robotics club.
No, yeah, I'm not letting you take any more stress.
It's just I take a stress for each time I teamwork.
Yes. To assist someone, you take 1 stress to give another player plus 1 die.
Yeah, unless you have unless you have a link.
Oh, hold on.
I do have a couple links.
Anything you do, I do better. When you assist your rival, you grant them plus 2d and take 2 stress. If you refuse your rival's help or they refuse yours, mark XP. I'll take 2 stress and give Nif the 2 die.
Okay.
Super duper advantage.
So that is 2 more 3s. So
Oh
it's
my
still
God.
a 3.
Beautiful. I love this.
I
That
rolled
is
a 1
obviously the
and
role
3
that was
3s.
required
Yes.
for this situation.
So you say this, and Max only responds by saying, you feel the vibrations. He moves those vibrations away from him and into the aluminum structure of this building. You feel it vibrate, but wrong. It becomes discordant. And he says, I've never felt more powerful. And he slams his arm becomes concrete and steel, almost like he's made of like a fluid. And it just comes at you larger as it reaches towards you. It slams at you. You do not take harm, but you've just moved the whole thing into a risky position.
Dang.
You
Well-
do not think you're going to be able to reach Max, at least not this time.
That definitely hurts Concordia's heart.
And that was one of your actions. So I know you're transcended. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've marked 2 for the defy and the
Excellent.
this. Yeah. This.
So this.
So we've now moved into a risky position, but Max has acted. The ground has become unstable. The discordant din in this room hurts your ears. It sets an unease in the whole place. You can hear that there are security gathering from wherever they may be. You can hear their boots in the distance. But yeah, you're still doing what you do. What would y'all like to do?
All right.
I think-
Go ahead.
I feel like Cronos thinks that they've like neutralized the algorithm thing that they were going to use to like manipulate the energies. So I think Cronos thinks that all right, that part's done. If we can get the device, like we can just get out of here. How big is the device? Does it look like something that can be like picked up by Cronos?
You see the device as it was being loaded in, and it is it's probably as large as you are. It seems to be self-contained in some sort of plastic shell, at least maybe for transport or something like that. It seems to be packed away, but it's in a case that's as big as Cronos is. But you're transcended. It shouldn't be too much of a problem to grab it.
Okay. And who's moving it? Just some goons?
Yeah, it's just some goons on like they were bringing it out on like a dolly to load it onto the helicopter.
Okay. Yeah, I think Cronos is going to run over there and like see what they can do with the portal opener. So Cronos is going to run over there and be like, out of the way, goons. And we try to get I'm trying to decide if he just like tries to grab the whole case and go, or if he wants to like tear open the case and try to grab like a components of it. I guess he's going to start with trying to move the whole case.
Okay.
Going to wade through the weeds, smack the goons out of the way. Not trying to hurt them. They're probably like, you know, union people. And then try to grab the crate.
Do bad guys have a union?
They always do.
Fair enough.
I say that's probably a flow roll.
Ooh, never done one of those.
You got this.
Can I help because I'm singing to inspire my allies? I'll take a couple stress for that.
Yeah, we have.
Stop taking stress. Jesus Christ.
I have no stress. This is my first stress, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, take 1 stress. Janus, you gain an extra die.
Okay, that bumps me up to
actually,
1.
you say it gives another die on top of that. You have some sort of ability, Nif.
Oh no! When I'm singing to inspire my allies, I get the +1 die, but I'm using that as the reason that I'm like how I am helping. I'm taking that stress to help.
Y'all have never alone. You can do teamwork no matter the distance separating you. That is always an ability here. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can also sing to my allies no matter where they are. It's more. I'm saying like I'm singing to inspire, and that's how I'm giving the help action and taking the stress.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that bumps me up to 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to push myself to I'm going to push myself to add another die to that because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So let me take 2 stress.
Stop taking stress.
It's okay. I'm going to spend a link to burn some off in a second.
Okay.
That was better. That's a 5.
Much better.
Okay.
And also, my on the other side of time ability says that when you push yourself, which I did, and I'm also marking in a transcendent action. When you push yourself, you choose one of the following additional benefits. You trade places with your fated person, which is Nif, or you briefly remove an ally or foe from the flow of time. I'm going to get Blacktail out of here for a blip and just bamf them out of the timeline until they come back.
For ostensibly the leader of this group, he is having a bad time. As he goes into the pink void.
Pink void. And I turn to Cary and I like smirk. I'm going to spend a link with Cary to recover 2 stress.
Excellent.
Cary's grinning back.
Cronos, you set off, you knock the goons away. Like, they're not hurt, but they're definitely pushed back far enough. You grab this case, but you didn't realize that Corvus had followed you, had spotted what you were doing, and she is flying towards you, sword drawn. She's also going to look like you hear the flapping of her wings behind you. You turn, this case is kind of in front of you, like you kind of turn to see what's happening. She has her sword out, but she wants that case more than anything. She also grabs the case. You both go tumbling, which is going to move the position down in this mission to desperate.
Oh no.
So actions at this point have XP attached to them.
Woo!
I blinked the wrong opponent out of existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because on a 4 or 5, yeah, you end up in a desperate position. Now you're tussling with a sword wielding Corvus, and she says, "That is not yours."
Stop this, Corvus.
You're only delaying the inevitable. You'll soon learn that.
It's not inevitable. We change our fate. We're in control.
You have spent so long being a slave to others being a soldier, being a pawn. What do you want? Do you truly want all of this madness, all of this destruction? Are you so cruel-hearted that you would watch us struggle and fight for what is right, for the fate of both our worlds, and turn a blind eye?
Lykos, I feel like you need to make a roll here.
Mm-hmm. And they look at Corvus. You don't have to be this person. You don't have to be what they made you. You get to decide. You get to choose. Who are you? Who is Corvus?
Go ahead and roll. I think this is Express.
All right, let's go. That's a 6, baby.
A 6. Oh,
Hell yeah, coconut.
Let's go, coconuts.
gain an XP in whichever moon, I think is the one for
Sun.
sun. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you come out and you say this to her. I think here's what you achieve. And this isn't a consequence necessarily, but I think she will sheathe her sword. She will let Cronos hang on to that device, but she's going to walk up to you. Not fly, not run. She's going to walk up to Lykos. And then she says, "This is what you wanted to."
Not anymore. I let myself be changed. I let myself grow. I found something good, something worth protecting, something worth fighting for, instead of just fighting because they said so. You were always worth fighting beside. And it was never a choice between you or them. But I have something to protect now, something more than just one person. I don't want to do this on my own. I miss my best friend.
All I've wanted this whole time is for you to come and fight with me. I thought you would realize that you're not like them. You're like me. That we could fight together.
Them.
You're not human.
I am what they made me. They made me human. They make me human. My love for them makes me human. I don't care if I will never be exactly the way that they are. I know that I'll get things wrong. I'll say things weird. I won't understand everything they do. But I love them anyways. And they love me anyways. They love me even though I am different. Even though I'm not as human as they are, I'm human enough for them. I am enough for them. I want you to be enough with me. I want to be enough together. If this is truly the path you choose, then it is a path I cannot follow you down. I want you to choose me. Above the dreaming, above the rules, above all the obligations and everything that anyone has ever told you. I wanted you to choose me.
Are they really worth risking everything for?
Yes.
Okay. She'll grab your hand. Okay. Abernathy, the little blue gray gremlin, pulls something out of his bag. He runs up to Corvus. He has some sort of device with crystals and things embedded into it. He says, "Sorry, boss. Contingency plan." Thrusts it into her back.
Is there any
And-
way that I could take the hit for her?
Ooh.
Yeah, Nif would be getting in on
Ooh.
that action too. Nif is like, nope, fuck
Care.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
this
do any of us
is
get to react?
this is
I have-
something
I-
that
Nif has
I have-
plants there. Nif will happily like,
Okay.
I think
No,
that
fuck
Lykos
you.
and Corvus have fought together long enough, and Lykos is the heavy bruiser. Lykos is used to taking the hits for her.
Okay. So, yes, you can. You can protect is one of the things you can just do. You can choose to
Yes.
take the consequence from someone. You can
Yes.
choose to resist it as normal. You can choose to burn armor to resist it because that device is going to go into you and you don't know what it does. At least I think let me double check how armor works because I think that
Yeah.
allows you, that's basically like a free resistance. Let me check. I want to make sure we have this all right.
Nif will also, or Concordia will also use their reaction.
Use of armor. Okay. Let's see. Bear with me. Special armor. Oh, armor. Okay. Do. Yes, you may mark an armor box to reduce or avoid an appropriate consequence without rolling to resist.
All right. So
How do you resist this? Him plunging the device into you instead.
it is a move that they've done 1,000 times before. It's almost like a dance. As he goes, Lykos just kind of moves their feet and uses the kind of slots their legs in between Corvus's and shifts her body so that they are taking the brunt of it. And I think it's not a conscious thing to expend the armor. They fully believe I am taking this. No matter what this is, I'm taking this. And at the very last second, they realize I don't want to die. I don't want to die, and I don't want my friends to have to kill me. And the gold parts of their transcended form flicker and glow a little bit like a shield and kind of absorb that crystalline structure before disappearing.
Your armor takes the brunt of this. It glows and redirects that energy. And there is a flash of light. And that's going to be the cliffhanger we end on tonight.
God damn.
Oh.
But
It's at
Cary.
least 2
but
weeks
the next session
away.
isn't until next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Fair.
But yep.
Oh,
We are-
you're so
we are-
you're so pleased with yourself, aren't you?
I love ending on a cliffhanger. You have no idea.
This is the fun part about having a character whose fatal flaw is loyalty.
Yeah. 100%. Oh man. I'm excited, and it gives us, we're gonna hop right back into the action with that flash of light on their next session, which is exciting to me. Fantastic. excellent session, y'all. I'm
Well
very
played.
excited to where this goes from here.
And hey, we
Um,
got most of the way through all 3 parts
Yeah.
in one
I
session.
know, that was surprising.
Yeah. Finals, I mean, like it's stressful, but it's, you know, it is what it is. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and do our outros. Yeah, alphabetical order. Y'all already know.
Hi, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I play Nif, aka Concordia, the Harmony. I'm only here. I'm only ever here. I sit in the dark when everyone is gone. Come see me on Tuesdays, but not for the next couple of weeks.
Hey everybody! In the one true alphabetical order, I have been Elle. If you would like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at SapphicSoulful or at Soulful Sapphic on the social medias. I don't know. Those are my handles. I'm here on Tuesdays, except for not the next couple of Tuesdays. I am maybe going to be on Mr. Mephisto's channel playing Vampire the Masquerade. Woo! I have a character with so much humanity who's a vegan vampire and nothing can possibly go wrong. They're just gonna be happy the whole time. They have a good relationship with their sire. They've got so much humanity. They're doing great. Nothing is gonna go poorly for them. Anyways, I've also been Cary Milana Vander Lyall, aka Lykos, aka Flash of White Light. We'll see what happens with that later. I don't know. I mean, Mal has to let Lykos live because otherwise she's never going to get to see hot season 2 Lykos in their full glory. So I sent their images to you as a bribe. I was like, you can't kill Lykos now. Look at how hot they are. Look at how hot they're gonna be. Come on. Anyways. You can also find me over on Bardic Inspiration Network on Mondays and Wednesdays. I believe we are playing tomorrow. Woo!
Awesome. I am Siliqui Jaden.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
did I just jump? Sorry.
did.
You
That's
jumped
okay.
dozens,
I got
dude.
I got so confused with the alphabetical order, y'all. I just
You were using
it
the
just
wrong
really
alphabet.
threw me.
Yeah, wrong
No, it
alphabet,
goes
my man.
CED order. I'm Dozens. I have been playing girl scientist and time traveler Janus Quinn / Cronos. You can find me all over the place. I'm here on Twitch as Dozens here. I stream Minecraft and other things sometimes. You can also find me on itch at dozens.itch.io to check out all of my silly role-playing games. And you can connect with me on the Fediverse, on Mastodon, at dozens@tiny.tilde.website.
Okay. Now I can go.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the last time I had to do my outro, I didn't realize it was my turn, and so this time I was very afraid of missing my turn. Anyway, hey, I'm Siliqui Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok, make a variety of content. Feel free to follow me if you'd like. I've also begun to recently stream Animal Crossing New Horizons here on Twitch under FatSapphicBro, and I upload over to YouTube at FatSapphicBro as well. As for TTRPG actual play streaming, I am here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays, 6 to 9 p.m., most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific time, but not the last 7 days of each month. All the details are in the announcements, and we'll be taking a break for the next 2 weeks. But we should be back to our normal streaming schedule on January 5th of 2025. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends.
Fantastic.
Go coconuts.
And I'm Archangelic. You can find me here at all the time. Siliqui said in the announcements. You can find all my links on my website, archangelic.space. I am also doing professional GMing on startplaying.games. If you're interested in having me GM a game for you, you can book me at startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. There's also a referral link in our link tree if you're new to start playing games. So you can click that, get some credit, and come play games with me. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link is in our link tree and it's in the channel description. We also have a podcast version of this game. You can search up An Empty Dream or Lantern Light Adventures wherever you find good podcasts. We're going to be going into our Patreon supported after show shortly. You can find those at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. The after show will always be free. Sorry, but your support would mean the world to us. Thank you, wonderful players, for being here and being awesome. Thank you to our wonderful audience for joining us. And lastly, thank you to our producer, Polygeist, for helping us stream this show.
Woo.
We all appreciate you, and we couldn't do it without you. Oh, and as always, folks, we love you, and we hope to see you next time. Go,
Go
coconuts.
coconuts.
Go
Coconuts.
coconuts! That was a little early, but I had.